So in the previous video, we created the wheels. Now we're going to move on to the axle peg. So I created a new part studio on this, and we can see the axle peg here. What we're going to do is we're going to start with a sketch on our front, and I'm going to orientate myself, and I'm going to grab my line tool. Well, I know by that drawing my axle peg is 1 inch in height, so I'm going to do that as my center point because we're going to draw this in the side profile view. If I come around, we're going to be 0.125. I'm going to come up 0.875, to the right 0.086. And again, I've pre-done all the math here on the radiuses. And I'm going to go up 0.031. And I'm going to move some of my dimension lines so it's easier for you to see the drawing at this point. Reorientate myself like this so we can see clearer where we're at. So I'm going to come back up to the top here, and the top of this peg is actually flat, so it's going to be 0.125 to the right. Now I have two lines that are left here, so I'm going to grab my arc tool here, and the arc on this is 0.095. Should not have gotten an error. Let me delete that off. There we go, 0.095. So that's our total dimensions for this piece, as you can see now. Just like we've done in the past, we're going to click on our revolve tool. I'm going to choose that center axis to revolve around, and we can see that axle peg. Now I have that flat top to that surface there, so I'm going to go and put a sketch on that. And what you can see is they ask me to put a hexagonal pattern in there. So I'm going to grab my polygon tool on the center. I'm going to draw that straight, 6 sides. And what I'm going to do is we're going to grab my dimension button. I'm going to go from the top to the bottom here. And this is for a 5/32 hexagonal head. So I'm going to go 5 divided by 32. And then I'm going to click on extrude. And I want to remove, and the depth of the extrusion for removal is 0.111. So what you're going to see then is there's threading on this. I'm not going to show you how to do the threading in Onshape. In Autodesk Inventor, it would be a simple click of the button to thread this and then put in what you'd want for your threading. I'm not going to go through the helix patterns that would revolve around this. For this pattern, it's not. For this project, it's not essential.